Whoa there, kiddo! The following podcast may contain naughty words, spoilers, and scariest of all, opinions which you might not agree with. You still want to proceed? Well, you are a brave one, aren't you?
So, welcome one and all to the Anime Abridged Podcast, part of the Anime Abroad Podcast here on YouTube. Joining me today are Tom and Cassie.
Hey.
Today we'll be discussing the wonderful free.
We sound boring as fuck right now.
Exactly.
Come on, Ravi, show some enthusiasm.
I can't. I'm literally incapable.
So the Circle Jerk podcast has been reunited. Last time it was Durara, and this time it's free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can't fuck it up again, right?
I think we should call ourselves the Good Opinion Trio.
So yeah, free.
Free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I start over or not?
Well, Dave could deal with it.
No, we'll go on
fine.
this. This is far better than what we went off last time. So.
So we'll be discussing free Iwatobi Swim Club and Free Eternal Summer.
Ravi finally watched it.
I think it was seasons, spring and summer last year?
Wait,
no. Eternal Summer was way after. The Iwatobi Swim Club was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Free was coming out. The first season of Free was coming out at the same time as Attack on Titan. I remember that much.
Yeah, it was a little while ago.
Yeah, I remember those two being like the most talked about shows at the same time.
And they're like, and
I just thought
completely different.
Yeah, I just thought it was delicious.
I think one of my friends, my old roommate, I was talking to her once about it, and she thought that Attack on Titan and Free were the same show for a while, because on Tumblr, people were posting pictures and that, and she mixed them up. She was like, yeah, I thought maybe they went and fought Titans and then went swimming together or something.
Yeah, no, they go swimming in their spare time, you know?
Oh.
I just want to be free of Titans.
Wow.
So yeah, Ray is the best free boy. I thought you made a really lame
joke and then you fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, Ray best free boy. Season 2 best
Nagisa.
season.
I mean, this is what this conversation is going to boil down to, because we all have different opinions on who is best boy.
Makoto is second best.
See, that's the thing. Me and Ravi line up pretty close. I go
Honestly,
Makoto,
I think
Nagisa,
my top
he
two
goes
are
Nagisa.
really close to each other. Sometimes Makoto surpasses Nagisa, but overall Nagisa's the best.
I think Makoto was a lot better than Nagisa in season 2. Makoto had a really good season 2.
I really liked Makoto in
really
season 2.
Built on him a lot.
Yeah, he wasn't just kind of the best friend. It was more...
His storyline was a real coming of age storyline.
Yeah.
I would watch a show where he's a swimming teacher. I would watch that show.
Yeah.
It feels like a Barakamon setup where it's just him and a bunch of really funny kids. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
who's the best Sarazawa one? Or Sakazawa? Sakazawa.
No, it's
Oh, they all suck, except from
Sasuke. Sakazuha.
Momo is the best.
One's Momo.
Minishiba, the little brother.
Oh, nah.
I don't know. Macro Shiba's better.
Yeah, I like Macro Shiba better, but Minishiba in that second season, that group, I love him.
I like Rin, I like Sosuke. The rest of them are just annoying, get in the way.
I really like the fact that the show didn't have those very distinct romance scenes between Ko and others. They were just very small snippets where you were like, oh, I can definitely ship this, but then they don't let you ship it.
No, they wouldn't. That would lose half their fan base.
Yeah. And I think
do people
Ko
actually
is just
ship?
Supposed to be...
Do people ship Ko with anyone, or is it just dudes on dudes? Her
and Ray had that moment. One moment.
And then he started laughing. Why would I do anything so illogical as love?
Yeah.
They're both androgynous characters. Neither of them have... Well, there are very few characters that express any kind of sexuality in that show at all.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, Ko's kind of all over the muscles all the time.
I think...
No, this is...
Also, I don't like that you call her Ko. I want to correct you so fucking bad. Yeah. I think she's just the self-insert.
Yeah.
Kinda. She has a bit more personality than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, this is one of my biggest talking points on Free, is her fascination with muscles academic or sexual?
I feel like it might come from her brother, which might come off wrong, but the fact that she grew up with him and he was really, really into that, maybe.
Yeah, so what do you guys reckon? Where do you guys fall on that? Sexual or academic?
I don't think there's anything sexual about the show, so I can't see it like that.
Oh, what are you on about? Ray, not Ray. Rin is the most fucking sexually charged character I've ever seen. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna push up against the fence and bite you.
That like second to last episode where they go to Australia and they sleep together in the same bed.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I can't do anything about this.
Yeah, it's probably some like Australian thing. It's probably totally normal here.
No, Rin,
also,
Rin
that episode was great.
Rin is a very sexually charged character. Like, it's all homo, but he is. Like, they know what they're doing. This show is very specifically marketed in a really, really clever way. I think they found an audience that was very underserved. They just like overwhelmed it in a way that made them. In a way that's probably made them so much money.
It doesn't only cater to that audience.
No, that's the thing, it's a good show on top of that. No.
Yeah.
I don't have that much of a problem with a show being very specifically marketed from the outset, as long as it's a good show. Like, that's my problem with things like Infinite Stratos, which are just marketing schemes.
And they're just bad shows, yeah.
They're just terrible shows. Like, they're not even attempting. Where Free, like, you could tell there's a lot of
development.
Effort. Yeah, there's a lot of passion put into that series, you know.
Yeah.
Like, even the animation is fucking gorgeous on the water. They do a really good.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Like those LSD swim scenes at the end of the season.
They don't stress the water so much that it's like, oh, it's water again. Look at it again. They're swimming through it again. They like mix it up and put in abstract things like the dolphins and all that, and like looking through the light and looking at the sky. They have all that. It's quite
a self-aware show as well. Like they play on their own jokes in a way I really like. Things like Haru in the bath, Haru's little mantra, like Ray-chan-san, whatever it is, Rin-chan-san.
Rin-chan-san.
Yeah, the mackerel. Yeah, like they have their own jokes, and then they do something a few times, and then they take the mick out of it, like of themselves. I really appreciate
one thing that never came up that I wanted to. Nagisa never called Sosuke So-chan. Or I think that's what he said at one point. And they're like, why are you calling him that? And he's like, because that's his name. I wanted him to go call it to his face, and I just wanted to see his reaction.
The reason Nagisa calls everyone Chan is because everyone's got girls' names. But Sosuke is not a girl's name, is it?
No, I think he still said like So-chan.
Yeah, exactly. He like made it a girly name.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, no, because Sosuke isn't a girl's name. I'm sure it's not.
And that's why he started calling.
I don't think it is.
What Nitori Ai-chan?
Yeah, same thing. Because Ai is a girl's name.
Right. That's like giving all the characters girls' names, and like the show is so self-aware. It's brilliant. Like, it is quite intelligently written.
I mean, from the get-go, it's like, oh, he has to join our club. Why? Because he really swims well, or because he has good technique? No, it's because of the girl's name.
Oh man,
that's why I love Nagisa.
Nagisa's good.
Nagisa's good.
Nagisa is a character that I thought I'd hate, but that character turned out to be.
Normally, that is like the character that like I dislike in shows. He's like that annoying, but no, he's
like
not
super
annoying.
Jolly
no, he's brilliant.
But
he's
at
brilliant.
the same time,
Ravi?
I don't even remember what I wanted to say.
Oh, you started laughing, and I assumed it was really good.
Excellent. No, like those kind of characters. It's a fairly old type of character. It's been a bunch of
Samazuka. That's what I was trying. That's the name of the other swim school. That's what it is.
That kind of really energetic young boy character has been a ton of reverse harems before. But there's something about that character that really rubs me the wrong way. But for some reason, Nagisa doesn't have any of that.
You know,
and I can't
the
put my
first
finger
episode
on it.
Where they were all little kids, the voices, I was like, oh my god, these voices are going to be terrible.
Oh,
because half of them were actually played by women.
Yeah.
And Nagisa's voice is like straight up just a girl's voice. But like you compare it to
like the main character of Assassination Classroom.
Voice. Yeah.
They just got a female voice
voice.
Like, oh, do you want me to make it male at all? Nah.
The like kid voice just makes it so much cuter.
I'm a huge fan of Cassie.
Yeah, that's another one of my problems with the dub. I think all of like the Japanese voices are so well done. I would say like especially Makoto and Nagisa.
Just I mean like in most shows, if they like say like Haru-chan, it just doesn't come off well. It just comes off as awkward. But like every time they say it here, and they say it a lot here, like every single sentence they end with Nagisa-kun or or something like that. Or like Haruka senpai. It just comes off perfectly because that's just how it goes, and it's all funny, and you remember every single time that it's Chan and not Kun.
Yeah, the only person who can't do it is Notori. Rin senpai, Rin senpai, Rin senpai.
Yeah, that's all the fucking little fucker says.
No, but he's better in season 2. He doesn't do it so much in season 2.
He's not. He's not. He's bad. He's all bad.
No,
he's
the
alright.
worst character. I really hate that character.
No, I like him when he's not living with Rin and Momo's torturing him.
He's the only character in the show that's like whiny. And that's one of the reasons I like the show, is the show's really upbeat and really positive, and he's just such a fucking negative character. Like, oh, I can't do it. Rin senpai, notice me, please.
Rin senpai then notices him and tells him and guides him, and
he fucking sucks at swimming
does
as well.
The same.
It's like, and he goes to Sosuke and he's like, oh, please teach me how to swim. I've got no fucking clue what I'm doing. And Sosuke's just like, fuck.
Going off of that, like, every time one character helps another to get better, it always seems like at first that it would just be like, oh, this shit again. You know, like they're just gonna automatically get better. But it's like it actually just develops their relationship a little bit more.
You know what else I really liked about the show? The end cards. All of those are amazing.
The end credits.
The end card, like the
one.
Here.
Oh my god.
These I just found them. This was for season 2.
Do you guys know? Here's a little bit of trivia, which I'm not sure if you guys know. Both of the OPs are sung by Makoto's voice actor.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, have you guys listened to their character songs?
No.
Oh god, they're so cute. Wait, let me just find one for you. Because
Oh man, I wish Kisumi was actually in the show.
Yeah, I liked him. And he was the one who dropped the Sosuke bomb.
Randomly. Yeah.
Here, check this out.
My god. One of these end
but yeah, no, like all of them sing.
Nagisa Hazuki character song.
And yeah, they
see you next
and they did them for season 2. Oh, this isn't the video that had the first comment said more like Sunny Shota, please. But yeah, they've all got, like, they all sing.
Rain the gay in, lads. I won't have it on my podcast. Dude, this is literally a free podcast.
Yeah. Free is good. It is very, very good, but it is exactly what you think it is.
No, I don't think it is, though.
It is extremely homoerotic shitbaiting. That's what it is. It absolutely is that. It's just very, very good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, that's not to take
I guess if you were
it.
really, really like violently opposed to gay shit, then you wouldn't like it. But that's not
you have to like be insecure to not like it.
That's a good way to put it.
You have to be. Yeah, you just have to be like a fucking.
You have to be
internet piss baby
about your sexuality and angry about it at the same time.
Hates everything about their life because they're just confused to not like it.
Oh, this turns women on. I must hate it.
Because I fucking hate women because I'm unable to talk to them and they all fucking hate me because I'm smelly and fat.
And that's why you should watch Free.
I think we
you don't want to be one of those.
I
think we're the only 2 or 3 people on the podcast who'd actually watch it too. Oh wait, Tim saw it. Tim liked it.
Yeah, because Tim is actually, with a fiance.
Nah, Free's pretty good. That surprised me the most. Like, I thought everyone was talking about it because it was like extremely relevant because it was very successful. I didn't realize everyone was talking about it because it was actually really good. And that was a really pleasant surprise when I started watching it.
Yeah.
How much I was actually enjoying it, like unironically really enjoying the series. The ending of the first episode got me so pumped. I mean, that was before I realized it wasn't a sports anime at all.
Oh.
But when like the dubstep's playing and they're getting on like the swim boards about to do like dive into the pool for a race, I was like, yeah, let's fucking swim. But it kind of didn't turn out to be that at all, which is a little disappointing.
It's not. I wouldn't call it super sports focused. Like, it's always kind of revolving around it, but still, it's more about the characters.
Yeah, It's a slice of life above anything else.
When I was watching like Haikyuu, that's about volleyball for the most part. Like they don't expand on the characters a whole lot. It's like these are the characters, they have the personalities, but we're playing volleyball and we're watching volleyball every episode. Like that's more.
I mean, surprised me how much drama there is around a swimming club. Like now I understand that they're all teenagers, and that's how teenagers do things.
Yeah, like that was too, like with the Nagisa episode, I was like in season 2, I was like, it was kind of lame almost. Like that was like the main like conflict, but then I was like, but it's realistic. High school boy, you're having problems with school or whatever. At that time that would be stressful.
The 98 and the 41 right next to each other.
Yeah, I liked how it was very much a slice of life.
I want to know why you like Ray so much, because
I love Ray.
Why?
He is the best character. He was the hero of season 1.
Cocky arrogance.
No, I love Ray. Have you not noticed my taste in characters?
Yeah, but
the whole glasses like shining off.
He's so perfect.
I bet you love Shiroi.
From
Log Horizon.
Oh, actually, I don't.
Oh.
So is it like a glasses thing?
No.
I'm trying to put my finger on it.
I think I do like glasses, but I don't think that's why I liked Ray. Ray is, I don't know, he's great.
I mean, that's half his character, though, isn't it? The glasses.
No, most of his character is the beauty, and the other half is like I want to swim with my friends because they want to swim with me.
Just he's so stubborn and adamant about learning how to fucking swim.
I love the
He's
cockiness.
A fucking retard. Like when he's like X equals C lambda pi. Like I love
that shit.
He's like Neo. It's like I see the numbers in the Matrix, and he's just like.
Oh god, I fucking died when I first saw when he first jumped in the pool. Holy shit.
He has all the theories down, but he sinks like a rock.
He just belly flopped.
But like the theories,
I don't get why he didn't try the butterfly before he gave up.
It also makes no sense whatsoever because the butterfly is by far the hardest stroke. Like you can't even compare the butterfly to the other strokes. It's so difficult.
I think it was something to do with
what device?
His body type.
Center of gravity.
Like I think that there was. I remember reading some kind of explanation once for why butterfly worked for him, and it was something to actually do with like their body shapes or something, and like he was more upper body. So yeah, I don't know.
Ray's actually a black guy. We didn't realize.
Also, they needed someone to do butterfly because Rin wasn't there.
No, I didn't really like him that much. He was the character that did the least for me. Like, other than the one or two characters I really
so they all did something for you, huh?
Yeah, they did. I'd say so.
How do you like Haru and Rin more than Ray?
Well, I like Rin a lot more than Ray. I'm not super fond of Haru. Haru is Rin is really good. And he was such a good antagonist as well. They fucked it up in the second season. We need to talk about this.
They fixed it in the second season.
So Cassie likes the second season more because it's her happy clappy, let's all get along and swim like little pretty boys. But I like the first season when there was actual tension and drama and there was an actual storyline. Ravi, where do you fall on it?
I think the first season had a good mix of drama and tension, but the second season had a lot more fleshing out of individual characters.
Yeah, I guess so. But without the rivalry of like the swim clubs, the swimming seemed almost irrelevant to me. It was like
yeah, but it was a friendly rivalry.
The swimming just became a hobby for them. Like it really had very little. It was what they did in their free time, and that's why it was so relevant to the show. Not because it was like a driving motivation for any of them. You know what I mean? Like the primary motivation of the series in season 2 was character building while swimming. Like, but the motivation in season 1 was much more focused on the swimming.
Yeah, but you don't need to have the swimming be the focus of it, especially
I know.
Since they realize that the swimming isn't the focus of it.
I guess I liked season 1 more because season 1 was more of a sports anime, where season 2 was 100% slice of life about people that enjoy swimming.
That's what I liked. Also, yeah, I like the character development a lot more in season 2, especially Makoto.
Because Makoto really is the best character. Sosuke. Honestly, like episode 10 great. Is actually my favorite episode.
No, yeah, Sosuke's
really good.
Yeah.
Can we elaborate?
I like like Sosuke because Sosuke was actually a really masculine character.
Yeah.
Although
like I fucking died in that first or second episode when he like corners Haru against a fucking vending machine and he's like, leave her alone, like don't touch my girl. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, Sosuke is so alpha.
Happening? That was
Sosuke
fucking
is so fucking alpha. Amazing.
He's like the typical jock character, but then you realize like he has his own not jock flaws.
The characters in Free up to that point are all kind of super ridiculous personalities that don't exist in real life. Where Sosuke was much more of a grounded character. He felt like an athlete. He felt like someone with motivation and ambition.
See, it seemed he was like already established, so he was much more solid.
And if you see, let's be honest, if we saw 4 dudes prancing around, giggling and tickling each other, doing swimming, we would probably have Sosuke's reaction of just like, are you fucking serious?
But then Sosuke's reaction at the end wasn't that, because he saw the free. He saw the relay.
Yeah, no, but but that's the thing.
I love how it always comes down to that too. It's the relays. It's like, oh man, that sight I've never seen before. And then Ray finally gets it at the end of season 2. I was stoked.
So what is the sight they never see before? Is it a splash?
It's like the LSD swimming. Like, it's like those scenes. And Ray didn't get that in season 1 because he didn't swim.
So
and then in season 2, he does.
Something into everyone's drink, right? This is the dark subplot that we didn't realize. Nagasis and Spike, they're all in a psych ward just swimming onto their beds.
The end of season 2, I really liked the fact that they didn't like highlight what place they got, because it didn't matter at all.
Yeah, no one really cared.
They kind of like completely wrapped it up though, didn't they? Like,
yeah.
I would love to see. I think I would rather see a continuation from this point than anything before it. Like I would, like I say, I would love to see Makoto as a swim teacher.
Yeah, me too.
I just kind of want to know what happens to Sosuke.
He becomes a lawyer.
Sosuke probably just goes back and does his dad's.
Also,
like,
what's a
Sosuke?
Really alpha job, like lawyer or?
I liked Sosuke and Rin's friendship because it was the most boyish friendship in the entire series. Like the way they hung out and interacted, like they actually did act like boys.
A fucking lad.
Meanwhile, Haru and Makoto are just like, Haru-chan.
Yeah, Sosuke's actually.
Let me just go help you out of the bathtub. Oh, you're wearing clothes.
Sosuke would actually, in his spare time, go out and have sex with girls. Like that's a massive difference from any other character in that show.
See, like he's supposed to be like that though. He's supposed to be grounded and established, and like someone who's like already achieved his dream, rather than someone who's like up in the air. Or
he didn't achieve shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that, but.
I still feel like somehow
that's a real bummer. The guy that actually takes swimming seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck Rin doesn't figure that out. Like he lived with him. There had to be something. Like
not really. Well, I mean, if an injury like that could probably like only flare up after like really intense training or competition.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It's not like he's going to reach the cereal and go, owie, all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it only happened at the end when like after all that intense practice.
That fucking scene. Oh man, no, the shower scene. I felt so bad, but I burst out laughing and I was like, this is dark. like, oh man.
You got some real life in my free? No, thank you.
Where are my smiling swimming boys?
Yeah. What happened? This isn't my slice of life. And
yet it is. This is exactly the slice of life.
What I want to know is when are the 3 clones going to arrive? Because this is something we see a lot overall in anime. It's whenever something hits gold, there's a gold rush.
Yeah.
So when are we going to get the? I mean, I guess to some degree, things like Croco's Basket has a very similar fan base.
Well, whatever manga is doing,
I don't think that's
right now. That is similar to it.
I think there is a lot.
Isn't Kuroko's more about sports though?
Yeah, it is, but there is a lot of crossover in fan base. I'm fairly certain.
Oh well, I think Free is the reason. Like I watched Haikyuu because I was like, the sports thing seems all right. It's cute boys. And then I don't know. It's actually kind of fun to watch people just get hype about things.
Sports anime follow a very similar structure to shonen series, where it's like a lot of powering up and being backed into a corner and then like unleashing your super move to win. You know what I
Except
mean?
it's about sports
going
instead of like
Super
yeah, exactly.
saving the planet.
It is. That is exactly right. The formula, like the rules and the formulas for sports anime are very similar to the ones.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I don't think anything else would be that successful, like as free, if they tried to copy that.
No, well, they very rarely are. Like nothing's come close to touching K-On, even though so many shows have tried.
Are you? Someone posted like what Koreani made off of all their shows in free. I think might have actually beaten K-On, and there was something else.
I'll be surprised.
It was like ridiculous how high free was on it. Like I was surprised.
That studio is really good at predicting curves. So you say Kyoani did K-On as well?
Huh? Wait, didn't they?
Yeah. No. Wait.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm gonna look it up.
So Tom, rate, review, and recommend, or
recommend rewatch.
Retro-watch. That's what she said.
Do rah-rah? Those are my favorite 3 R's. Rating, solid. I'd say a solid 8. It's not for everyone for sure, because it is very silly and very slice of lifey, and I think people that want to see it like an actual sports anime would be a little disappointed. So definitely know what you're getting yourself in for. But I think almost anyone that watches this show with preconceived notions would be very pleasantly surprised, because like what I thought it was going to be, it turned out to be not exactly different, but just so much better. So yeah, it's definitely, if you have no prejudices to the subject matter or the very blatant homoerotic imagery, then you should definitely watch it. I would recommend it, and I might rewatch it. I'm not sure.
All right, Cassie.
I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Recommend. Pretty much what Tom said. That sums it up. And yeah, I'll be rewatching it eventually.
Whenever you're drunk and in the mood.
Well, that was actually the first thing I was going to do when I moved. I was going to download it all in 1080p again and watch it on my big screen. But anyway.
All right, and for me, I would give it a 10 out of 10, ignoring the faults just because of the emotional charged nature of it. I would rewatch it. I would just watch the episodes that are like emotionally over the top, like the Sosuke episode and the...
I also like the episode where Rei and Nagisa start crying, and Makoto's like, "Come on, guys, you're men, aren't you?" It was like, man, even Makoto's had enough of this shit. That was great.
Ravi, would you let Reen push you up against the fence? Be honest.
Oh yes,
you would.
Oh yes. And then I would tell him his waifu shit. And recommend, not to too many people, but I would recommend it to people who...
Yeah, you have to like clarify. You have to like justify it. Like say, this is what this is. You know what I mean? It's not like a solid, flat out recommendation just to anyone.
Yeah, it's very like you have to give disclaimers. Sure. It's a show that shouldn't need disclaimers, but it needs it.
Well, no, it definitely should need disclaimers. It is
no.
It is a really gay show. Like
if you knew some like alpha jock dude who loved swimming, and he was like, "Man, should I watch anime?" And you're like, "Yeah, you like swimming. You should watch Free."
Absolutely not. I would actually go as far as to say that if you're a hardcore swimming fan, you probably shouldn't watch this show.
I don't know. Andrew was in the swim shit, and he said he liked Free.
Yeah.
Well,
he's also a total weeb, but
yeah, I'm not talking. I'm like weebs aside. I'm talking like. Because someone was like really into swimming would just be like, "God damn it, focus on your game."
Stop looking at each other.
Don't
push them up against the fence, dude.
You'll get disqualified if you replace Ray with Rin. Oh, one thing about this show, the English in the sub, like when they speak English, it's like actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was really good. It
was actually Rin's voice actor too, which I like.
Yeah, and he actually spoke English, but like not like so terribly.
It legit sounded like someone who had spent a year abroad, studying abroad. Like, I went to a school with a ton of students from Hong Kong, and it's not the same accent, but it's definitely the same standard of English.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison, the actual Australians, like half of the time they lost their
the
Australian
Australian
accent.
sounded so good. That is a legit Australian accent. Like the
it was
over-the-top
legit.
Australian accents that you hear. That you hear
I sent
in,
that
like,
episode
Simpsons.
to James and said, James, is this actually Australia? And he was like, I'd be very surprised if those weren't Australian voice actors.
No, they
I was
definitely
like, right
are.
on.
They definitely are. Because like a real Australian accent is hard to do because it's so easy to exaggerate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, that just about wraps it up. All right,
Yeah.
All right.
so thanks for listening. This has been Ravi and Cassie
See you guys.
and Tom.
Yeah.
Check us out next time. Leave us whatever comments you want. Tell us how bad we were. Tell us how much you hate free.
Like, comment,
how
and
much
subscribe.
Do
And
all
of course,
that.
the mandatory review Gundam.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Tumblr. Follow us on Twitter. And kill yourself. Okay, bye.